Welcome back to all my lovelies that tune in on a regular. I absolutely adore you, and a special welcome to any newbies that pretty much just here for a good relationship chatter. In the spirit of October, with Halloween around the corner, we are going to be learning to give up that ghost. But what does that even mean? I hear ya. And it's simple. Have you ever been in a relationship that hasn't worked out? Yeah, 365 more, and you're right where I am today. No, but seriously, how many of us have got songs that we just can't listen to anymore because after all, it was our song? And then, you've got restaurants that you just probably, even though they're amazing, you'll probably never go back. And then maybe you don't even feel at home in your own house because their energy is still lingering and is just floating by in your space. You know, that feeling where your bed becomes bigger and you feel emptier. I get it, we've all been there. But what if you started to take out the importance of that person in the memory and didn't actually just forget the memory? But if you remembered it as a place you like to go to, a song you loved, and a time that brought you joy. Now, that's what I call giving up the ghost. And it is the single most powerful thing you can do to not just move on, but to move on up. Okay, I'm gonna let you in on one massively royal F up by yours truly that left me haunted for quite some time. But, I practically had to retrain my brain, and now I have saged my life of any evil spirits. Okay, so about 4 or 5 years ago, me and my ex spent about, almost 2 years saving for a house, and we bought off the plan. So that actually just meant that we had a little bit more time to save once we'd actually signed the contract. Plot twist. We broke up before we even built the house. But, we just decided I didn't really want to stay living where I was. He didn't want to move back in with his parents. So we decided, we'll still move into the house and we'll just move in as roommates. I had one room. He had the smaller room. What could go wrong, right? Well, 6 months in, we mutually decided that was not the best idea. By this time, we'd both moved on in our personal lives, and there was also that chicken cotoletta casualty that was thrown to his bedroom. I don't know why we fought one time. Really can't remember all the delicious details, if I'm honest. But anyway, I decided to pay him out of his financial contribution into the house and just move the title over to mine. It all seemed really simple and clean cut, right? But I will never forget the time that I was working late and I came home from work and all his stuff was gone. Like, he'd left. And it wasn't a surprise because I knew he was leaving. I just don't think I was prepared to see it all gone. But now I'm walking into this space that used to be once his bedroom, and walking in it being empty and just looking like invisible furniture, still sat there just pressing into the carpet. I honestly felt in that moment this house would never feel like it was mine. It was completely tainted with, memories, even of him just walking, down the hallway every morning as on his way to work. He was gone. And so was my alarm clock, come to think of it. This is the biggest ghost I would ever have to cleanse myself and my house of. He was in every memory of this home to, obviously we built it off the plan. So from meeting with, the builder, signing the contract, buying my custom bed, the furniture that we picked out, the couch, everything, even down to the fridge, which actually could have been one size bigger, but I listened to his really bad measuring and I bought the one size smaller, and now there's like a gap around my fridge. It makes me think of him every time I see it, and also just makes me cringe a little bit because I shouldn't have listened. But, it wasn't all bad memories. We had a lot of laughs together. There was that time that I shut myself and he washed my pajama bottoms. It wasn't all bad, but that's what made it so hard to give it up. And I can say now, 4 or 5 years on, I can honestly, genuinely say that I have given up that ghost. And it was the biggest ghost I think I will ever have in my life. I do that by reminding myself how much I had, to do with buying this house. It was my goal to buy a house by the time I was 25. That was my goal before I even met him. It was so much my goal that I even created our savings plan and saved even more to purchase all of the furniture. So while he had some input, I was that cash cow that handed over the credit card. Today, I don't remember the room being so much his old bedroom, as I more look at it like an empty space that I can do whatever I want in. Do I want a space to film my little videos? Do I want an extra wardrobe and just make it a big wardrobe walk-in room? Do I want a space where I can house all my, Christmas Disney decorations? I don't know, but really, like, the possibilities are endless. And that's how I now look at that space. That's how I look at any empty space that has become left in my house because of a failed relationship. And yes, even after that relationship, there were a few more. And now when I remember buying this home, I remember it as the first home I ever bought and feeling so proud of myself. Like, this little Bosnian refugee girl, despite all odds, now has a place that she can call her own. So, ex who? Excuse me, that's called giving up the ghost. And I'm not just talking about my failed relationships. I'm talking about my lingering memory. I'm giving it up, and I'm choosing to remember the parts of my story that I love replaying again and again. So I ask you, what ghosts haunt you, and how will you edit those memories to highlight the parts you featured in? I say you go to that restaurant he took you to for your birthday because you love the architecture and you actually love the food. You do you. For another Halloween-style girly chit-chat, subscribe to my channel where we mainly talk relationships, like the ones that we have with other people, want to have with that special somebody, and mainly the ones that we have with ourselves. Until next time, my lovelies, don't get spooked. He's just a ghost.